Hello everyone. Welcome back. Come on in. Hey, I am working on a large 6x6 box. I want to show you, I've done a lot of pre-work here. So where I started was I spray painted the outside black and the inside gold. Same with the lid. And then I found this paper that I really like, and I want to do a Fleur De Lis theme. So I picked out one of the colors in here and found a paint that I didn't leave out. Hold on. Okay, this is Pen Art metallic acrylic paint, and it is something else. It is beautiful. This color is golden purple, and it's really more of a burgundy. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. So I put that down, and then I sealed it. See that shine? I want this one to be super shiny, and I'm starting to use a different sealer just for now to change things up a little bit. And it's 2/3 triple thick, 2 parts triple thick, and 1 part Duraclear gloss varnish. Both Americana Deco Art products, okay? That's what I'm using if you want to know. And that's what I'll be using throughout this project. I've already tested it on clay. It's often used with mixed media and wood. So I went in and this is what took me quite a while, was I wanted to find some colors to play off. Now, this one took me forever, but the other ones are already... The green is Coastal Pearl, and I'm going to get more of it. It is a beautiful, beautiful color. And the blue is Bluestone. I use this color a lot. It's very pretty, and it ties into the blues. Okay, so we did those two. This is black, and then this is the Sculpey Yellow Glitter Gold. I love this, and I keep it as a staple. Because it makes a nice filler. However, I think I'm going to put gold on the black. Everything is a mixture. Oh, and let me talk about the burgundy color. So I took some Cernet Metallic, the violet color, and I mixed that with red Cayenne Primo. And then I did mix in a little bit of bronze. And in my original one, I mixed in some of the yellow glitter gold because I thought that would be cool since there's glitter in the paint. But I actually ended up setting that aside. I'm going to leave it plain for right now because we can always add stickles at the end. So those are my colors. And I have way too much out, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So my thought was, I am skimping for pieces here, guys. Seriously. But I wanted to put... Am I upside down? It's hard to tell which is upside down and right side up. I wanted to line the two sides that are painted with this scrapbook paper, which I just cut up. And it is from, oh my gosh, I'm pulling it out of my garbage. Panalisa, it's called Pandora. It's 6x6 paper. Panalisa Craft. I got it off of Amazon. There's 12 different designs, and they come with 2 sheets each. It's very pretty florals. It reminds me of New Orleans or down south, Charleston, like what you might see as wallpaper. So, but it has a little bit of a French flair to it. We were talking about that last night on my live. So then I want to do something similar as I just did with the storage caddy. That I want to cut that out and then put the Fleur De Lis in the center. So if you can kind of imagine that. So I want to start with the clay so it can get baking. And I am not going to glue on the Fleur De Lis until the end because I won't be able to stand my box up without it wibbling and wobbling everywhere. So let me just set those aside for a second. And I want to get started with the black. And this is Black Primo, and I have an Atlas 150. My thickest setting is 0, and I roll out on a number 3. And I got crap in here. Okay. So we need to find a texture sheet. I mean, I try to be prepared. Let me see what I got here. I'm looking for one in particular that is not... Okay. This one is really deep. This is Azura Designs from 2020. I don't know what the name of it is because I didn't write it on the back and threw away the wrapper. But it is gorgeous. So the only thing with this one I've learned just from using it is I want to put down a little spritz of water on my clay, or you could spray it on your texture sheet, whichever suits you best. Okay, my son's texting me. This is something I have to answer. Okay, what time? I am here. So my grandson is coming over today, and that was my son texting me about it. So I'm going to lose some of the top because I wasn't paying attention, but that's all right. I don't think we're going to need more than what I'm rolling out here. Then I'm going to take my brayer. I have the 2-inch. Now, guys, the very first comment that's pinned under on YouTube for the video has my Facebook page. Please come follow me there. I do lives where we started this last night already and worked through prepping for it. I make announcements on there, and I share when I have a new video done. Also, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, please. I would love it if you would subscribe. And then there's a bell next to the subscribe button, and you can control how, if you want to see everything or some things or what. You can always change it. But anyway, under that comments where my Facebook page is, there's another link right under that to my Amazon list. Okay, and a lot of this stuff is on there. Some of it's not. I do buy from other places as well as Etsy, but I try to link everything that I used in a project. Now, I'm just peeking at this, and it's beautiful. Look at this. Can you see the depth in there? It's so pretty. Okay, so I just want to... I need a new roll of paper towels, darn it. Just want to dry it off because I am putting mica powder on here. And you guys, I think I want to use gold. So let me get it. I'm using Pearl-Ex. I have this thing that I've had for like ever. Solar gold, brilliant gold. I want the brilliant gold. So this is the brilliant gold. Pearl-Ex. They sell this at Walmart. It's expensive. It was never this expensive when I bought this. And then I think this one is red russet. Okay, because I want to try two things. So I know the gold is going to be awesome, but I just want to see how well this matches the box. It does pretty darn well. So I'm going to do both colors on here. I'm just going to spread out where I'm putting them. This is the same method I use on my gold foil when I'm doing acrylic paint on the actual gold foil after I've textured it. If you haven't seen that technique, it is in a lot of my videos that I have. Or you can send me a message and I'll direct you to it if you're having a problem. It's the coolest technique and I use it all the time, and I'm not using it on this project. Because too much of the same is just too much of the same. But I have my own style, so that'll never change. Alright, and then I'm going to put the gold in between. And I am blending them. That was way too much. You want to use a really light, look at that. You want to use a really light finger. Fingers are always your best tool. If you use a paintbrush, it'll get in between and look like that I just messed up with my finger after saying not to have a heavy hand. I have a heavy hand, and that's just how that is. So this is how this looks close up. Pretty cool, huh? Now it gets even better because we're going to cut it up and okay. I still have an hour and a half then. I'm not going to do too many big ones. Guys, these are 1 inch and they're 3/4 of an inch wide. Excuse me, it's early in the morning. I'll try and get as much as I can. Now, everybody just watched me. I forgot to pick this up. One of the most important things you need to do is pick this up. I'm using a wax paper sheet also on my Amazon list, or deli sheet. It's kind of both. It's just hamburger paper. So now, if I try to pick these up off of here, they are going to stretch. So I'm going to put the whole deli paper. I'm going to lose real estate on my pan now that I've made this mistake. But I'm going to leave them on the deli paper, excuse me, to put them in the oven. Oh boy, we got to cover that up or Messy Molly will be gold the rest of the day. Okay. I got a little piece here. I'm moving my box and grabbing a little needle tool. I also have a video on how to make your own needle tool. This one needs to be replaced. Actually, all of mine do. And I need to do that coming up. I'm just going to get these guys out of there as gently as I can. These look so cool. All right, so this little guy had a bad day. So he's going back with the rest of these. And I got a little... Now if it starts pulling because you're too close, just leave it and file it off after it's baked. Okay, so this whole thing's going in. And I don't know that that's going to be enough. So I'll go back and do that in a second. What I like to do with the yellow gold glitter, and you do not need to do this, but I like to just make little tiles with no texture, no mica powder, no paints, no foil, just plain. And I like to do, well, let me show you. I also like to make filler tiles. I don't know what size. I think I'm going to do the smaller size first. Okay. Okay, we're not sticking. I just wanted to make sure. I may leave these on here too. No, I'm going to do something real quick. Sorry. Thinking as I go, guys. So I'm going to cut this off. Okay. And then I'm going to put this on my cookie sheet. Like so. And I'm going to cut this on the cookie sheet. Sorry if you're having a hard time seeing. I can't go up anymore here. Got too much stuff going on. And you just want to press it down as best you can. If you need help, grab a little stamp. Oh, so I had black on the back of here last time. Oh, it's stuck in here. I never saw that. Okay, we did it. We did it. That is more than enough. So I'm going to take off the excess, which is definitely not cooperating with me very well. But I find if you bake these in the oven, they come apart very easily when they're done, but they don't stretch. And, you know, when you're using long pieces, they can stretch. And we're going to use this as filler. I'm going to leave that little piece of scrap on there. Okay, now I'm standing. I hope this is recording. I'm getting weird blips. Okay. And then the other ones we did, I just ruined one because I set my pan on it. Swell. And I'm just going to try to find some space in here. Did you guys hear that? That's my dog. He's in my bedroom, which is up above me. And it's a hardwood floor, but he lays down. He falls down. The dog does not know how to lay down. He falls every time he goes to lay down, and it is so loud, it just hurts listening to him. Oh, they all have their own little personalities, don't they? All right, so I'm going to pop this in the oven, and then I'm going to make some more of the black and gold. Well, I only have 2 sides. I might have enough. Let me decide, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so... those are in the oven. I made a few more of the black. I don't think I need them, but I mean, I had stuff here. So I went ahead and made, took the blue and put a texture down on it. And the texture I'm using, I don't know where it's from. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's from Amazon. I have this one, and I have this one, and I love them because they're deep etched. Maybe they're from Amazon. Guys, these are so old, I don't know. And I like to cut any borders off of my texture sheets so that I can lay them kind of on top of each other and have more tiles at the end. So I'm sorry about that. Now here's the piece I missed last time. You want to pick this up, right? A lot of my guys know this already, but you can never remind enough. So I'm going to put a light pink on here. It goes from white, like an ivory, to a pink. And it's Creative Art by Jet Age Studio. You want to go to Jet Age Studio on Etsy. And this is called Moonshine. And it's a chameleon pearl. And I just love it. I'm almost out. In fact, I bought another one. It's not showing up that great, but that might be okay. I don't want to lose the blue, and I don't want to use the mica powders that are really bright, because this is more of a laid back, conservative. I mean, we're gonna mix. All right, sorry, it's my dog. We're gonna mix. We're gonna bling this up, I think, at the end too. So, well, I have bad timing, I guess, with Mo, and he needs to go outside. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera. And I think I'm going to do some other ones and then come back and show you what texture sheet I used and what mica powder I used to get to the final result. And I'll come back with no barking. Promise. Okay, bye. Okay. So I created the other tiles out of the colors that we had. This is what I have left over. Oops. So, you know, it looked like so much clay, but these colors are still solid. This is a really pretty color. The black, this will probably go into scrap. And the green is still relatively in good shape color-wise. So that was a success. So I took out the these ones that we did together, and I put the triple thick and Duraclear varnish on it. You can see they're super, super shiny. Now, I am not 100% thrilled with this, and I don't know why it's not jiving, because this is still going together beautifully. But I think between the mica powders that change when you bake, and I'm specifically looking at this red color, and then maybe because of the triple thick Duraclear sealer I used on it, there's a piece of hair in here, and I don't know how I'm going to get it out. Or is it scratched? I think it's just scratched. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I have an idea. I think I want to bring in some of the pinks that are in here, some of the lighter pinks, and I happen to have this Inca Gold. It's not exact. See, I have that one and I have this one. It's almost like they need to be mixed together. But then I also have this green, but I think it's too bright. Yeah, it's too bright. We're not going to use the green. Let me look. I'm looking for something I can't find, obviously. I have another pink. Hold on. I have that one. I have a rose gold. So this rose gold, I'm looking at it off camera like a dummy. This rose gold actually might go better. So we're going to do a test piece. This is too much. Okay, so I have the Inca Golds, and then I have Prima Marketing Metallic Wax Art Alchemy Rose Gold. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get these. I want to find one. This one's curving, but it's really pretty. Which one do I want to try it on? I have a bazillion of these. Let's try this. You can still kind of see the red underneath it, which is kind of cool. I mean, I don't want to lose, excuse me, everything I did. But I almost think they both work, and that I'm going to use both on these and try and get the definitely works. Okay. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I mean, things can change when they bake. And you know, colors of clay can change when they bake too. So be cautious when you're putting your mica powders down, and then when you mix it with a sealant. You know, that's what happened to me here. The combination sometimes can throw your game off. There's just some, this looks too rusty red. A little bit different than when I put it on. The gold really popped, and I'm fine with that. Because where's... Remember, they're not going to be next to each other. This will be on one side, and these will be on the other. Okay. So, I think just by adding this, I got rose gold in my Inca Gold pink. I think just by rubbing this on, it is definitely helping. And you know what's funny is I was debating because I didn't do like an ivory or beige color, and I almost just did some, but then I thought, well, let's see where we're at. And I think this will really help brighten. I love waxes. I just love them. Those that have been following me for a while know I'm like addicted to them. And a little bit of that red hanging out is okay too. This is very overwhelming. But I mean, man, what a difference. Just by adding that wax you get from one to the other. And I'm doing this now because honestly, it's pretty early in the morning, and I'm off this afternoon, and I want to be down here finishing this up. So this works perfect because this wax can sit here and hang out and dry, and then I can seal it so we can start getting them on the boxes. Well, it's already sealed. I might have to seal it again. I'm going to see. So I usually like to seal after waxing, but you don't have to. But you have to make sure it's dry. Okay, this is looking good. So, you know, if you have something and you go, oh my God, I don't like them now, I can't use them. you might be able to. What else can you do? If you didn't have waxes, do you have paint? Get your finger and put such a teeny tiny amount of paint on and go over with the paint. I mean, I already feel so much better about this because I came down this morning after, well, I think I knew yesterday when I took them out and then I sealed them, but I was like, I don't know. I don't like these. I just don't like them. I can't use them. You know, I do that to myself. And then I'm like, what can I do? How can I fix this? If I didn't have, again, if I didn't have this color of Inca Gold, I'm not going to use the rose gold. I didn't like it as much. Then I would have went right to my paints. I'm so sorry, excuse me. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So these look much better. This is that stamp or texture sheet I was telling you I got from Zira. I just love it. So now I am going to end up sealing this so the colors will pop more and be a little darker, but what a difference that made. But again, they're not going to be on top of each other, but they're going to be right next, you know, kind of next to each other. There's the timer. So I'm going to end this, and I'll be back in a little bit once these are dry and sealed, and the other ones are sealed, and I'll walk you through what I did with the other ones, and then step by step, and then we can start putting the box together. Okay. Okay, I'm back, and all the tiles are done. I want to tell you how I did these. So I took a texture sheet. Oh man, I meant to set it aside. It's my paisley one. Now I got some black, foil in here that I couldn't get out. Some of those foils are finicky. But anyway, it wasn't for this project. It was for another one. So, this is a paisley kind of, and so I thought it was flowy enough to go with the floral. So, these are done, and they're sealed. Just rolled the texture on and cut them out. Oh, no. I put the Creative Art from Jet Age Studio that we used on the blue. I used the same one here. And I lied. Okay, so it goes from, I don't think I'm going to capture it on my camera. It goes from a pink to a light green. Maybe you can see a little bit. Because it's that chameleon powder. I don't know. You'll have to see it in person, but that's a little difficult, isn't it? Guys, and I don't mean to go back and forth with the volume of my voice, but this is really me. When I'm down here at 4:30 in the morning, I have to be quiet because, first of all, I'm still half asleep, and secondly, my husband's asleep. But, like, I'm here alone now with my dog, so volume's up, probably. So I just want to apologize if you have to keep changing your volume. You're turning me down now. All right, so then I don't know 100% where I got this, which is, oh wait. Oh, this is Stampers Anonymous. So you know who this is? Tim Holtz. So you have to search for Tim Holtz, and it is a 5x5 script stamp. I have a smaller one I like a little bit better, but I wanted to fit, you know, have more space to get her down. So this is how the greens, that's what I decided to do, was just to stamp the green. And then I did some in a portrait and some in a landscape version. Okay, those are our greens. We already talked about the blues, but they're done and they're sealed. We talked about these, and then these are how the gold strips came out. I'm still wondering if I'm going to want a beigey color in here, but I want to see how this goes first, okay? Next thing is, I want to work on the top before I do anything else. Well, I want to paint, remember I did a sloppy spray paint job because I was so worried about the inside. I'm okay with that. I'm not worried about it. But I want to paint this. And I don't need to paint the top. Here's my dilemma. Do I paint this in gold? Let's just put this together a minute. I really think I want to leave the black. This is going to be covered in tiles. This you'll only see the center, and then this will be on the side. Yeah, I'm going to leave it black. So here's what I need to do. Okay. Where is my black paint? So that's an issue. Hold on. It's right here. It fell over. My mess. Okay. So I'm going to use the Deco Art Americana acrylic paint in Lamp Black. It is on my Amazon list. And we can paint the whole world with what I just poured out there. Alright, next time I take a break, I need to go get more paper towels. Yeah, I thought about doing it in this color too that we had used earlier. But I've talked about this before. Black is really the absence of light. And I really like how it makes the other colors pop. They're already on a dark color. And so I want everything on the inside to really pop. So trying to not get on the gold, but on the inside. I don't care if it goes up here. I don't need to paint this. We're covering it. And once I varnish this, it's going to look like $1,000,000. Okay? And this dries like super duper fast. Which is so convenient. Okay. I did good. Now, I'm also going to paint the bottom of this box because I have so much leftover paint and I forgot that I left this black. Oh my god, I've had too much caffeine. I'm like really not being very soothing, am I? I'm not a soothing person. My mom always was. God, she still is. I'm so still blessed to have my mom. I love her. I think I took after my dad. So, you got a big mouth. My parents, when I was in school, always, like in grade school and stuff, I always got that compliment from the teacher. She's such a nice girl. But she doesn't shut up. Well, you're boring me. I hated school. I don't know why. I wished I didn't. Okay. All right, so we painted those. Now I'm going to blow dry those, or take my heat gun to them, I mean. But wondering, yeah, I can't do this yet. So let me show you guys something though. Well, no, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I don't want to ruin the surprise. All right, let me come right back after I get the paint. Okay, guys, I'm back. The bottom is done and the sides are done. And I went ahead and put the Duraclear and triple thick sealer on it. Now, I've already said this, but I want to just kind of reiterate again. This is usually my go-to when I do wood, and I'm not giving up on this. I want you to understand, every time I'm recommending or telling you what I'm using, it's what I'm using for that project. And I do recommend them. I do recommend them. But I'm evolving, you know, we're all evolving together. So that doesn't mean I'm going to try and pull out some old tricks or I forgot about this or I saw something new. I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. And I also want to say, we went through a big thing with the Pledge Revive It not being available and came up with the Quick Shine for the polymer clay. This stuff is beautiful. You do not need to give up on this. I am not saying that. No one's told me that, but I have like voices in my head. I know. Worry about me more now, right? But, you know, I just want to make sure you're like, I'm not a salesperson, and none of these companies, like, I'm not affiliated with anyone. I'm letting you know what I'm hearing, what I'm learning, what I think is the best thing to do. If there is ever a time where I find something and I say something happened, I'll be the first one to come to you and say, guys, listen, I was wrong, and we need to look at a new product now. I'm just doing different stuff, guys. I'm just doing different stuff. These are a little shiny for me. I got to be honest. On the crown boxes, they work because I want that. But I'm worried I'm going to get brush strokes in this. So I'm trying to kind of think how I'm going to seal this, and I may spray it. So stay tuned on that. And I wonder if I could even get into my spray drawer. I think I can. Hold on. It's not in there. Okay, there are spray sealers you can use. I wonder where that went. It's probably out in my garage somewhere I can't find. Okay, so, you know, that's the problem when you have too much stuff and you're disorganized like me. Guys, I have so many great ideas for these projects, but when it comes to organization, I have the weirdest style and I'm not your girl. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this down, okay? And I'm going to file off the edges after we're done, just like you would do with a decoupage. Or will I ruin the side? No, if I go one way, I should be fine. I should be fine. If I have to repaint it, I will, but that's how I'm going to go right now. So, I might throw a whole nother thing in here. I really don't want to confuse anyone, but I have hold on, I've only used this once. And guys, this is the coolest stuff. No. You know what I really want to use is Mod Podge. You know how I ran out. But I didn't really run out. hold on. I have a whole thing here. Oh God, I just dropped something. Okay. I'm gonna have to clean this out. So I have another, this is matte, but it's okay. No, it's not, because I can't open it. And I'm not surprised. Let me see if I can get... Hold on, I'm picking up... Okay, let's try this. I just got this to try. Mod Podge Super Gloss. Has anyone ever used this? I'd love to know if you have. Because I'm literally taking the foil off right now. How about... Oh, Kathy Roberts is going to be after me again. You know, we're going to stop right now after I get this off. And wipe my finger off with a baby wipe. Okay, so I almost cut myself there again. And here, we're stopping. We're stopping right in the middle of this. We're going to do something. I have some duct tape that's black and white checked. Obviously, I've never used it. Let me put the lid on the Mod Podge. How about that for safety? Okay. Hello. Okay. I'm going to find the beginning here. Boy, that's going to be tricky the next time I don't have a beginning, huh? This stuff is so stuck, you guys. Oh my God. It is duct tape. All right. So what I'm going to do... Here's the middle thing. I'm going to cut right here. God, I don't want my scissors to be all messed up and sticky. Come on. These are like so expensive scissors and they make me want to cry. I need another pair. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, go ahead and laugh. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. So in theory, you cut a piece of tape off. It doesn't have to be duct tape, but I tried to use washi tape and it got stuck on my clay when I was trying to cut my clay. So here's the deal. Your sharp edge is down here, right? Your top edge is up here. Now you know what is sharp and what is not. Most of you don't need that. I work without it. But I've done this several times, so I wanted to show you how to help yourself. And most of you probably already do this anyway. But I needed a reminder because I get lazy. I pull out a new one and then I'm like, well, you know. So let's get back to the task at hand. All right. Oh, that's too big. Bear with me. I'm trying to find a brush I want to use. Here's one. Okay. So I'm going to put this on. And I will say, I haven't used this before, right? But I'm going to go with my same method of don't overdo it. You'll get wrinkles and possibly bubbles, right? Oh my God, you guys are probably like, she is so dumb cutting that tape. This is the real life. This is what I do on my channel if you're new. I don't clip out stuff or hide it unless I swear by accident. But I just want to be real. And I can't imagine you guys don't have those same struggles. If you don't, God bless you. God bless you if you don't, because I'll tell you, I do. All right. Obviously, I record all of my mistakes for everybody to see. I don't mind. That's the weird part. Just don't mind. Okay. Perfect. It's not bubbling. It's not wrinkling. Things are really good right now. Now, I'm going to take, because some of the excess went onto the side, so I'm wiping it off while it's wet. Okay. All right. Put this in water over here. Oh, should I done the top? Okay, so there's something weird going on in the corner of this one where it's not, I'm trying to show you, where it's not completely even. We may need some super glue. I'm not afraid to use super glue. It's not my go-to, but I will use it as needed. And it is needed. I prefer to use the Gorilla Glue that comes in the brush and nozzle. But I'm telling you guys, their prices, whew, $10 a piece now. I remember when I was ordering 6 at a time for $30. It's just unreal to me. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a nail file. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Look how clean that is. Well, I have something new I want to show you guys. Let me get done with this side. Actually, that works so well. I'm going to do all my sides with that, okay? So, just take a nail file, go right down where it's overlapping, and it'll just come right off. Just don't get on the paint. Go right on the corner. See how that's falling off? Can you see that? Sorry, I was out of the camera. Holding it up against myself for leverage. Okay. just a nail file, you guys. Okay? And if I don't stop saying okay, you can slap me. Slap me through the camera. Yep, there's a little white there. This one's really going to be an interesting how I can get around that. Okay. So I have a bubble right here. Okay. That's going to get covered up. Now I'll tell you why when we get there. So I'm so conflicted, but I think I'm going to go with my Duraclear and triple thick, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix, okay, Molly. I'm going to mix this with a little more Duraclear because it is relatively thick. I put more triple thick in it yesterday because I thought it was too thin. And that is the result of me not measuring appropriately. So let me grab my Duraclear because I just really don't want streaks in here because I don't have another piece of paper. And I can't resin it. Well, I don't know if I want to be honest. All right. Say a prayer, everyone. Look at those colors pop out. Too much on my brush. Oh, the streak marks aren't bad at all. You just have to stop, though, guys, because it dries so fast. And then I'm just going to pour what I just put in my Dixie cup all back in here. So there's no waste. Wonderful. Looking good, looking good. Desk is getting a little messy, but we're good. Oh, I need a new. Okay, so remember, you can just wrap your in foil if you use triple thick and Duraclear. You don't have to get a new brush every time. Seeing a few streaks, but I'm okay. I'm okay with that. It's not dry yet. All right. Sticky stuff. All right, let's do this. Get her done. It's funny, when you dry it on clay, it goes so fast that the paper must have really sucked this in. And maybe it's the Mod Podge underneath that wasn't 100% dry yet. Okay, that's enough of that. It's pretty dry. It's not 100%, but it's almost there. Okay, so then, you guys, let's put this on the box. That is like almost so pretty just by itself. I love it. What I was thinking is a couple ideas. One is to put, this is the handle I was talking about. But it's really heavy, and so it needs to be screwed up into the things. And so I have to ask my husband if he can do that for me. And then the second one I actually have a lot, but these are the two I decided on. Was this one. Which is really pretty too. So I don't know which one we're going to use yet. And I didn't have the heart to paint this one. It actually came this way. Both of these are from Hobby Lobby. And this one, like for instance, was $6.99 and I got it for $3. So I put more cost into my boxes. That's what I do. But I don't have the tag anymore for this because I cut it. Oh, I know where it is. It's in my knife drawer. Because I cut it off with a knife and I dropped it. But anyway, I'll let you know how much this one was. It was probably $3.99 and I got it for $1 or $1.50. And it's very, very heavy. And I love that. I just love the sturdiness of it. But I didn't have the heart to paint this. I don't think it needs it. And you can't really tell, like, you know, how it would look yet. I don't want to scrape this up. But, so, those are the two I'm going back and forth with. And then, I had taken, okay, I have these corners, you guys. And they're this bronze color, which is pretty. But I spray painted them all gold so I could do corners on the box, which I think will just be really cute and help finish it. Maybe I don't want this one after all, now that I'm seeing this. I think it's this one, and I love it as a rhinestone in the middle already. Okay, lots of work, thought, painting, behind the scenes stuff going on. But, I mean, I use Rust-Oleum Metallic Gold. Basic. It's the best color, and that's what I use on my Fleur De Lis, so everybody matches. You know? Okay. So let me get, oh, I put everything in the wrong bag. I know, I'm all over the place. I just had a busy morning, and I feel like I'm rushing, and I don't need to. You guys are probably like, your heads are spinning. Slow down. All right. So that's kind of where we're going to be, and then I'll determine the trim after I see how much room we have to work with. We're not going to be using a huge trim on this. We're going to use something. We are going to use a rhinestone trim, but it's going to be a more like this, lining the bottom. We're not going overboard with the trim on this one. Okay? So, I'm going to go away and come back, and then we're going to pick a side. We are going to pick a side, and I think we might just decoupage these on and get our circles going. But we'll see when I come back. Be right back. Okie dokie. I want to work on the sides right now. I want to do, I'm not going to finish them. I think I mentioned before, it's going to make it really wobbly if I put these on right now. So really what I want to do is continue with the decoupaging that I was doing. And I meant to do this before I went on with you guys, but oh well, I didn't. So here we are. I want to get this paper cut. Oh man, I crookedy dookedied during the way. Okay. I am still off, but I think I can file. I'd rather file the ends off, you guys, than have a situation. Now I can fold this down the center because we're going to be cutting that out. Or as close to center. I'm going to center. I'll just botch that anyway. Okay, so here's the deal. Remember, we're putting these down. Put the sloppy end. This is right side up, and this is right side up. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so then all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to flip this one this way. I'm going to flip this one this way. Because I'm going to draw on the back. And then when I flip them, they should be pretty well centered. I have a camera right in front of me. I'm going to do the best I can. Just center this. Hold on, guys. I feel like I'm looking through a microscope, don't you? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going on the outside edge. Okay. It's gonna be it. I have nothing to waste, so I have to be really careful on how I cut these. I want to go as smooth as possible. Now I'm going to lay something over the edge of it, so I'm okay if there's a little bit of crinkles in here. I have a really exciting thing I want to do, but we can't do it till the end. God. Please fit. Okay, perfect. And then let me cut out this one. Which I didn't get to the edge too either. I'm not on camera, sorry. You just keep looking at that. Alright. Let me see how this one looks. Okay. So I think, look at guys, won't this look so pretty? And I'm putting ball chain and bling around here. This is going to be gorgeous. Okay. This sucks. Just sucks lining this stuff up. Okay, I think I'm reading into it a little bit much because I have to glue this down yet. God, I miss... Okay, guys, I don't think we're going to get very far here, but I'm going to try. I didn't mind using the glossy one. I just don't want to waste it if I want to use it for something else. This thing is... Seen better days. Let me see if I can just put down a touch here and then go from there. Now, because Mod Podge dries clear, I want to make sure I get every nook and cranny here, right? So I'm going over the center. And to the corner. I left some overlay. It's sticking to me, not to it where it needs to go. All right. So then we're going to do the other side. Come on, don't be nice, please. You weren't nice yesterday. Be nice today. There it goes. You know, when they're almost out, they're always nice, aren't they? Should flip it upside down. Okay. Roll with it, roll with it, roll with it. Okay. Here's this one. Now, I know these might not look 100% lined up, but I promise you they will be, okay? Because we're going to put... You hear me grunt? Ugh. They're going to, promise. Okay. Get rid of this leftover. This is not what I'm sealing it with, but in the meantime, we will do this. I might even go against what I just said. Guys, again, I'm thinking out loud as I'm doing this. I'm going to wipe it off of my paint. I don't want to take a chance there's going to be any white, and it's Mod Podge, and I trust it, but I don't, you know? Okay. So this is down, and it is centered. Now, I want to show you guys how this may look. You're like, oh my God, what a mess. It's okay. It's totally okay. I can't wait to show you how this... We have to tile the sides before I can finish the sides, but I have a total plan. And my number one plan is to get this done in one fell swoop tonight. Okay, so... Just want to make sure everything's down. I'll fast forward this part. Okay, guys. You still with me? I know this is a long one. Okay. So I have placed the large tiles down. Okay. This one's going to be trimmed. Not a problem. Actually, I might use these. These are on my list. They're the multi-cut Ronin. I may also use my tonic scissors, which are on my Amazon list. Okay, I don't want to go into that too much because people that have been watching me know where everything is, and I don't want to get caught up in that. But, you know, I try what I use to have in there, and if I don't, shoot me a message. People do it all the time. They're like, hey, I can't find this. I'm like, here you go. No problem. Right now, in August of 2024. Okay, so I have the bandwidth to do that. So I was thinking this right here, remember this grout we made? I'm thinking this is a perfect spot for that. So I'm gonna cut a piece I think is gonna be too long, but oh, it's too short. That's okay. I have plans. I have plans, folks. Move this down here. Move this up here. I'm gonna cut this one a little bit. Let's see. Oh, it's upside down. If it goes. Okay. So a spot there. This needs to be filed. When you have edges like this, guys, it's really not hard to just file the edges off. I hate to do this over this, but I will for the sake. Okay, and now I broke it. So guess what? This one's going to get cut, and it's going to be used for another piece somewhere. No love lost. No love lost. Goodbye, little piece that didn't want to work. Okay. Actually, I'm keeping it. Let me grab another one. That one does not need filed. Okay. I actually haven't really ever had that happen before to me. Maybe it's because of what I used on it. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. But these are exactly what I wanted. Right? When I look at the lid with it and wanting to do, you know, like, this is me. I don't know. Hold on a second. I do want to let you know, I found when I bake on the paper, the wax paper that I have in my Amazon link for you guys, which is what I prefer to work off of, and that'll never change. That my tiles tend to warp a little bit. I don't know if there's moisture in there or what it could be, but I'm just giving you a little bit of a heads up that I'm just taking a tiny piece off. That was interesting. So, I don't know. Every project I work on, something different goes on, right? And same with you. Every time you're doing something, it's like, what's next? You know? Now, I'm going to probably put some beads in here or some rhinestones. Not down here. I'm going to take the rest of this piece that I have right here, and I'm going to cut it off here. Cut it too short. Dang it. I try to be so conservative that I'm not doing a great job here. Let's see. Let's see if this one works. I always save those pieces, they'll fit somewhere. Okay, that one fits much better. Okay. All right, let's think about what's next, okay? Thinking I had to file this a little bit. Oh, I gotta do the other side. Hold on. Doesn't take very much to do that. Oh, this is upside down. It's so hard to tell with the script when it's upside down or not. But I can tell once you get used to it. This looks so cool. I'm fine with that. I'm going to go a little above. It's not even. Sometimes it's hard to get things exactly even. You know what I mean? It's still too much. I'm like scared now, so I want to go. Not like I have a million pieces. Okay. So that's how this is coming together. I feel like this and this have to be filled in. And I want a gap right above here, a gap here, a gap here, a gap here. Okay. Remember, we only have 2 sides, not 4 to do this time. And it needs to be another green. And I don't want to use up too many greens, but I have another one I can use here. Oh boy. Hold on. Something's getting caught. So I'm trying to cut this even. And I want to see if this will fit here. And it kind of does. This one needs a little taken off the end. Okay. So I think this side is how I want it right now. And I think it looks beautiful. Like, I couldn't be happier with it, to be honest with you. So I'm going to glue this down. I finished the other side, by the way, with the circle and the decoupage, but I can't really get to that right now. Because I don't want these to fall off. So let me get something to work with here. Now, if you've watched me before, and I'm going to do this again, I go in order. Go in any order you want, and I don't always follow the same order. But I put it down on my desk. Is there something wrong with my camera not showing up very clear? Because I have a feeling, and I just went and cleaned it. Let's get this side done, and then I'll pause and I'll go look at what might be happening there. Okay, so now we have a blank side again. Okay, so we have one side done and one side done here. Okay. So I'm going to put some weld bond on. Okay, and then I'm going to use, you can use your fingers. It's a large area, so I'm going to use my silicone brush. You want to cover every nook and cranny, and you do not, again, light coverage, guys. Just got it off the side. Or they'll be slipping and sliding all night. They don't need a ton of stuff on them. I'm leaving it out because I'm going to use it again in a minute. This is still, could be a little much, but well, it is. It really is. I don't like to have, there, this is perfect. Okay. And also because you don't need to cover every single stitch of these. I took them off by the bottom. I'm not putting them on by the bottom. And I try to work fairly quickly because I want to be able to move them around once they're on here. Because you know how we had that space to add some rhinestones or beads? I want to still have that. Okay. So nothing is like pushed down. And it doesn't need to be. You've got a good 5 minutes to work with this. So take advantage of that time. And I laid it on a little thick tonight. So I probably have 10 minutes, 7 minutes. I don't know. Everything to the edges, guys. Everything to the edges. And you want... Dang it. Everything as straight as possible. So don't worry when you're first laying them down. Worry about it when you're going in now. Be like, hey, sister, get with the program here. Okay? So I have room to put some beads in. I have room for... stickles, which I used for the grout too. So that looks really good. I'm happy with it. Just worried my camera lens is a little broke. And here's the thing. You got to remember you have a lip here. You gotta stay below the lip, okay? Bottom, it's important, but it's not as important because it can lay over a little bit. Because we're gonna put, I'm probably gonna put legs on this. I mean, I always do, so why not, you know? But whew, this box is gonna be a very nice one. Let me put it that way. Okay. So I'm going to flip this upside down and let those dry. And then I'm going to do this side. Maybe some... I don't want both sides to be the same. By any means. And then I want maybe that there. This one here. Oh boy. And blue one here. Blue one here. Hold on, we're going to do something real quick. I think screwed some up big time. I don't think I did. Actually, I think it's a blessing in disguise. And you guys probably saw the whole time what I was doing. Get this clipped off. Hold on. I might be really sorry in about 1 minute here. And maybe not. Maybe it was meant to happen. Hold on. I just realized what I did. Okay. I'm going to take these off, even though this is crooked. I'm going to fix that one when I come back. I need to go back to the other side. But I don't want to ruin what I did on this side. Hold on. Oh, no. Okay, I had blue. I thought I forgot the blue on this side. Okay. Okay, so we're ready to do this again, right, guys? All right. As I sit here and talk to myself. This is why I like doing lives with you guys, because we can communicate a little better than when I'm sitting here talking to myself. But, you know, tutorials, I just can't do them on lives. And a lot of the craft people have projects that take them 45 minutes. Or, I mean, there's no way. There's just no way. And I don't care. Like, this is my thing. All right, so let's get these babies down. It's going to be so pretty. I have to come back to that gold one. I was in such a hurry to get it off. I do not expect both sides to look the same by any means, you guys. I do, however, want to have room. Let me cut this off. For some rhinestone bling in between these babies. Use my tonic scissors. This guy needs cut from multiple directions. That's why when you get them on here, you have to squeeze them down from the top and bottom. But I don't like that I'm only going to have rhinestones. I can do one here. Here, here, and here. Okay. As long as I can fit some in. These are starting to stick. All right, let's... Getting excited. I'm getting excited. We're getting to the end. Okay. Everything's square. God, so many times I've come back to stuff and I've been like, what the heck happened? But yeah, this will be perfect. And we're going to bling this up too, aside from this. This is going to look so cool. Okay. Do you know how many tiles I have left over? It's hilarious. Like, hello. What was you thinking? I almost want to put... Yeah. I'm not gonna put rhinestones in here. I'm gonna put a gold piece, which is fine. We needed a little gold on this side anyway. I had more on the other. But then these stand out, so. Okay, cool. We're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. All right. Let me go clean this stuff off and put stuff away, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie smokies, we're back, and I cut my finger pretty bad, but it's fine. I was cleaning off after I just went through that whole thing of how to put your tape on the top. That wasn't the problem. I was cleaning up my desk and I went like this to clean it off, which I always do, and I sliced my thumb like, yeah. So anyway, that's why I'm wearing a Band-Aid, but I am perfectly fine and I have had much worse. So let's talk about grouting these because I want to get to the other side. So I'm using the Arroyo Borealis that I can't pronounce very well, that chain, because I love all the different colors in it. And I don't always use this, but I want to use it today, and I know where I need to cut it, but I don't have my clippers. So what you guys need, don't already have these, you need wire cutters for jewelry. Okay? Because, I mean, that's just what you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just want to double check. Nope, not cutting my thumb off now. And then I use the B7000 gold. I love this precision tip. I wish ES6000 came with it, but it doesn't. So those babies are going in here. And then, you know, I didn't fill the whole space, but I want them to be even. So I'm just trying to put them down. I think I'll do stickles in there, but that'll be at the very, very, very end of what we do. I also have gold bead chain, and I'm using both. I don't know if it's going to fit the way I want. I'm using both on the other side that we haven't done yet. Oh, God. I want my thumb back. Okay. So I'm going to mix it up in here, I guess was my point. I love ball chain. Oh my God, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. I love it. And then I think we'll do ball chain up here again. Wait, how many do I really want? I like, personally, to see the links in between them instead of balling them all up together. Depends on the project, but that's what I want to see for this one. So I'm going to do that. And then right here, I'm going to use a couple rhinestones, I think. Just 2. Okay, so let me struggle. Oh my gosh. Got them. Okay. So we're going to use 2 here. And if I can get the lid back on. Okay. So some ball chain. I don't like how crooked this looks. Come on, guys. Straighten up. We will put stickles in between all of this, and it's going to look beautiful, I promise. Oh, God. Why is Mo talking to us? Oh, boy. I'm going to have so many clips to this video because of things like that. So here's a tip. Don't keep touching your stuff once you have it laid down. Because as you can see, it's going to stick to you and not to where it should be. And now I'm going to redo this whole thing because I got myself into a predicament. I think it was 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I mess something up, man, I go back and fix it. Especially if it's something small like this. But, okay, we're good on that side. Now, I'm going to do this side, and I think we're only going to have rhinestone. I don't think I have room for a ball chain right now, which I'm fine with. This is a handmade mosaic. I don't need to be mirror image on every side, and neither do you. And from what I've seen with my shared group that you guys have put in there, kudos to you, man. I have just been blown away. I love that I set that up because I love seeing what you guys are doing. Oh, man. I'll tell you what. It's about to thunderstorm, too. All right. So, Mo, I know that these are your people, but we're doing something right now. Billy's sitting behind me going, what about me? Well, Billy, you're a good boy and you don't bark. Do you know that Billy has never barked? But we've witnessed him outside playing with other dogs where he'll get into a play bow and bark, but he's never ever barked in the house or anything. It's so weird, you guys. I don't know. And I don't know where he came from because he's a rescue. And Brittany's usually are busybodies and he's a sleeper, so. Okay. I'm going to put stickles in between here. Now, I want this to lay down without me getting stuck to it, so I'm actually trying to move it over to the side more. Come on. It's really hard to do with a baby wipe on. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. Rolling with the punches, right? That's what we do. Man, I need my thumb. I just don't want anything crooked. Well, I think that's good. I'm not saying I'm perfect, y'all, but okay. So this is done. The sides are done. Should we look at it with the top on? I think that's coming together pretty well. Okay. Let me go let him out again. That I shouldn't have to do. I got streaks in here, sisters. Alright, let me go let him out. And then when I come back, we're going to do these sides. Okay? So here's the deal. I want to use ball chain and rhinestone. So I'm going to... This is all just in Molly's head, guys. I'm going to cut my rhinestone for both sides. And I don't know that it'll be exactly even. I expect it to be. But... why am I going this way? I have no idea. Okay. Let's start here. So I have Goo Gone. If you guys don't have it, I'm not going to pull it out right now. Just Goo Gone. I'm going to use that on my cutter, but I want this to be a just a quick template for me to get a perfect circle. And well, I already did the other side, so I know it can happen, guys. And I'll show that to you in a minute. if I can get this tip back on here. Okay. So I'm going to put the ball chain down right here. Okay, and it's going to cover up the seam between what I cut and what is there. And, you know, I think it's important to note, again, as I always say, we're not making these things out of a machine, you guys. So handmade is good, but if you need a little help from a friend, like I'm using here, go ahead and do it. And that worked phenomenally terrible. I didn't let it set. Guys, this is why I do this all. Like, it's live to me because it's a live show. You know what happened? I had glue on here from the last one. Okay, here. We're going to eyeball it because we can do a circle. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pitch these. I'm going to pitch them and I'm going to wipe my hand off. Look, I got rid of my Band-Aid. My finger. Oh. Okay, well, I won't gross you guys out, but I got rid of my Band-Aid. If I have to get another one, I will. Let's do this again. Okay, let's just go around. I can see where the glue is, where I had it. Okay. Ball chain is such an inexpensive decorating tool. I love it. And it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I mean, you guys know I have all of my rhinestones and jewelry, and I just love the ball chain. Darn it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll put this down a little bit again, but I'm going to take my heat gun to it. If I could get my eyes, you guys, I'm getting old. My eyes, I can't see stuff. Okay. I want to just set that a little bit before I put this on. Where's the one I cut? Where's the one I cut? Where's the one I just cut? My dog's over here whining at me like I don't know what anybody wants. Okay, I didn't cut it. That's why. Okay. I may end up cutting this last one off, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Nope, we're good. I'm rolling it. Rolling down the river, guys. Ugh, poopy. Okay, let's try this. But the reason I used my heat gun, you know, I said it was to set it, but it really was to give it some stick. Because when it's all gluey and nonsense, you can't do much with it. I want this to be empty in here. I mean, that looks pretty good. Is there any harsh? I don't want any harsh edges. I want everything to be as round as possible. And it's got to stay below the lid, right? You can maneuver on the bottom a little bit. That one's so round. This one's like so like problem child. Like, you don't want those hard. Okay, that's better. It's not perf, but it's just not. Oh. Starting to dry. I don't need this one. You know what? I'm gonna do something here. Damn it. Okay, that helped quite a bit. Guys, I'm rolling with it. You know this. All right, let's get the rhinestones on here. So we're doing rhinestones on the inside. I can get them. They're totally tangled on my cutters. Okay, let's see. I'm one short. Okay, that's fine. We'll use them. We'll use them. I'm going to go one extra. I can always cut it off. Right? Right. Okay, so put my B7000 down. Gotta go all the way to the edge. It dries clear, guys. Don't fret. Whew. That went down a lot easier than the ball chain, didn't it? Okay, and then oh, come on. Come on, come on. I love it. It's like, I'm busy. I want to do my own thing. Okay, there was some glue up there, so I stuck it to it. Stuck it to it. Nope, I'm going to do the one extra here. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm flipping this around a little bit here, guys. It's easier for me to work this way because I'm right-handed. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. How cool. Oh my gosh. This looks so much better than what I thought it was going to look like. I'm so excited right now. These are the sides. Okay. The sides are done except for the stickles. So, oh no, they're not. I want to add bling. This is the hard part for me. Because I have to let it sit, and I don't want to. So I have to do stickles and bling on one side. I think I'm going to go live right now and see if anybody's there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't know how I'm going to finish this tonight. I'm going to go live. I don't even know if anybody will be there. All right. I'll be back. Okay, so here's the thing. These are still kind of setting, but they're pretty much set. Let me check this side. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, I can do this because I only need 2 sides. I'm going to go ahead and put the Fleur De Lis down. I went on my live and nobody was there to answer questions about the handle. So I might be on my own, but hopefully they'll get back to me later. Okay, I didn't give anybody any kind of notice, so rude. I did put, were you guys here when I put the rhinestone in the middle? Okay, so these are getting hot glued. Okay, and that glue is really hot, so I do not want it to pour out of the sides, and I want this to be very centered. So, here we go. That's one. That side's done. That side is all done-o. The other side, and this is going to be all crooked. I don't know how to say it now. Alright, so I'm going to put some hot glue on the back of this Fleur De Lis. Okay, and then that's going down right here. Oh my god, I love it. I am in love. I'll get the glue strands out later after they dry. Okay. So then I'm going to unplug my glue gun. This one doesn't come with an on and off, but that's fine. It's right here. And then I'm going to decide that we're going to use these platinum stickles. They're one of my favorites. And I'm going to go in very lightly where it doesn't need a lot, and then heavy up where I need it. Just to try and even out those nooks and crannies. This one's going to be heavy here, and I'm going to get light down here and then heavy here again. Same here. Now, stickles, when they dry, they sink. They look like they're puffy, and they're going to be on top. But when you're putting them in these nooks and crannies, they're not going to be. Oh, boy. They're going to sink down. But they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I love the black sticking through here, so I'm not putting any there. Now, I can't work on the other side until this side is dry, which is the problem. It's not a problem with stickles. Oh, wait, I found one more area I want to do. It's not a problem with stickles because they're amazing. It's just how long the drying time takes. And if I flip this over right now, I don't want to lose the glue or have it, you know. So I wanted to do some rhinestones. And I have plenty here to work with. But I don't know if they're too big. Let's start here. I'm not hot gluing, obviously. I'm going to use the B7000. But I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to go right here for 2 big ones. And then I have an idea. I'm having a hard time with my eyes. There we go. Okay. Oh, I don't know where my pen went. I'll just use this wax pencil. So I don't want to overdo this. Oh, here's another perfect spot for another big one. I'm looking at the actual tiles and deciding like what makes sense. Middle of this flower makes sense to me. Hold on. Let me look. Because I have a whole bunch more. I actually don't know that I needed this. I have one I like right here. That's kind of pink. Oh, here's the, well, I have these pink ones. I just need to grab a thingy-be-doo for it. They're a really good color. They're an awesome color. So I'm going to drop one right in between here to start. And there's multiple sizes in here, but I like, oh my God, I just like the bigger ones because they bling more. But these tie in with this tile. And then I'm kind of looking at this one. I'm wondering if I go every other little thing here and then I go from big to little, what do you guys think? Let me find a big one. The big ones are the easiest. I really need to find my regular, here it is. So I do 2 bigs and then I work down to 2 mediums. Wait a minute. Is that a medium? Oh God, they're all looking the same, guys. They're all looking the same. That's 3 big ones. Okay, so here's a medium. Here's a medium. Medium meaning they're teeny tiny. And then here's the teeny tiniest one. So it kind of went from big to little, not exactly how I anticipated. Why are these falling off the sides? You know, it's interesting when I hold these up to the camera what happens. And I need more teeny tiny ones. Here's a... Oh my God, those are so pretty. So then I think I'm only going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just see how this looks. I'm just plopping on a whole bunch of different sizes. Okay, maybe. In theory, that's what I was trying to do. And then maybe I put a big one in here. Now I feel like if I did that, I have to do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I hate working in even numbers, but I think that's what I'm going to get here. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'll do a little one. 4. Okay. Look at that. And then, I'm not gonna, I'll do the other side on my own so you don't have to sit here and be bored with me. But I'm gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Because these take forever and they get really boring. And it's gonna make my tutorial, my video, whatever you want to call it, way too long. Way too long. I'm already way too long. 1. Okay, let's do a big rose one. I'm going to do another big rose one here, pink. I'm calling it rose. That one, and then I want a teeny tiny one. So then I only have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I told you we were going to bling this out, and I meant it. Huh. I meant it. These are all, like, getting a little sticky. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby. Work with me. It's not. It says, no, thank you. No, thank you. Get another one, then. I might need a new pencil here. Let's try this. 4, and then the teeny tiny one, 5. Okay. So that side's done, you guys. So I'll do the other side, okay? Oh my God, can you stand it? And then this side, I think it's gonna stay the way it. Maybe I should put ball chain. Idea. I have room here to add ball chain. Should I do it? I think I should. All right, I will. Let's get this glued on. Why am I using those? Jeez. Just because they're black doesn't mean they're the same tool. There is plenty of room here to cover up this corner with the gold. Oh God, the gold ball chain. So I'm gonna do that. I just dripped it big time, you guys. Suck. All right. Cool. I'm going to do this side. I'm going to do the other side. And then, I'm going to let all this dry. See, the stickles are already kind of down in it, but man, it is sparkly. Oh man, it's been a lot of work. Okay, I'll be back. Bye, guys. For now, for this clip. If I can get my computer to work. Boy, I'll tell you what, this is becoming one of my most favorite pieces. But I did get some streaks in here, but I'm not going to fret over it. I am going to go ahead and put our corners on. And they are just going to be hot glued. I have to go get more hot glue. Shoot. Okay, hold on. Well, let's get this one on. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. Okay. Yep. It's okay, I'm not burnt. I just want to get the... I knew that was going to happen. They're going to come out the sides. So... I'm going to do something with these. I need another... Here's one. I was going to say, I usually keep glue sticks like right next to my desk. So, you know, they always run out when you're least expecting it. So, let's do this one. I don't know. I think I'm going to go this way this time. Okay. It's going to spread. That metal gets hot, guys. Woo-wee! All right. Here's the other thing. Put these down before you start and make sure they're square. Now, I swear I already did this, but that they're square. That's all I was trying to say. All right. Let's do this one. Much better approach than what I tried to do the first time. Maybe. Maybe not. Don't worry about these holes that are supposed to be for little nails or something. We're not going to worry about that, okay? We're going to put rhinestones over them. It's a trick. All right, last one. You guys, it is raining outside. We're supposed to get really bad thunderstorms tonight. I'm telling you, I don't want them anymore. They scare me now. They never used to scare me. All right. Perfection. I'm going to unplug my glue gun again. And I'm going to move it. And that fell on the floor. And that's just great. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm looking for a certain color of wax. Actually, I might be having a second opinion. Imagine that. I was going to put soot, which looks like black, over this, but I want to see what Inca Gold. Oh, that looks so pretty. It lightens it up. I mean, with so much dark going on, I love it because it's light. Oh, boy. You guys, I love my Primo waxes, but I gotta say, Inca Gold is really good, too. Oh my gosh, look. Now we have pink corners. Alright, let me put this one. Oh, this color, I didn't tell you guys. It's called Rose and Quartz. So then I'm going to get, my rhinestones are still sitting here. And they're falling because I'm sloppy. But I think I want to use the white ones. There's maybe 7,000. And I'm going to just fill the holes with glue. And I made a decision that we're going to go with the white handle. But my husband's not home, and I need to talk to him about making sure I have the right screws and that we're not going to screw up this whole box I just worked on. Because, I mean, I'm pretty darn serious about this stuff. Actually, I am going to use the pink. I'm not going to use the clear. Just looking at this. So, one on each, just to cover those. Come on, Bessie. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate, but you just gotta lure them a little bit. This is one of the longer projects I've worked on in a long time. $1 million is yours. All right. I'm just kidding. You know that. Don't you feel like that after some of your projects? You're like, holy smokes. And that's my problem. I get like so proud of something and then I get attached to it. And then I don't want anybody to buy it. But I can't keep all of them. And honestly, it would just sit down here in my room. Like, you know, I mean, I don't do this to keep everything. This is gorgeous. Holy smokes. This whole thing, you guys, I didn't expect it to come out quite like this. And we're not even done yet. I mean, we're not even close to done. Oh, I'm upside down again. This is so cool. I wish I didn't have streaks on here, but, you know. And I just touched the side. So this, I'm going to go off until tomorrow. Oh my gosh. So I just have some glue strings, I think, and I'm good. So when I come back, I don't know if I'll have the handle finished because if John needs to do it. Oh, but here's the handle that we decided on in my live. And after talking to one of my confidants, that looks more French. And I'm not going to touch it. I might add a little... Well, here, let's do it right now. Do I always say that? I'm going to go, I'm going to go, I'm going to go. And I don't. Let's do some gold on here. Because I don't want to lose the French feel of this, but I would like to get some gold on it just to kind of tie in. And then I have to do the handle a little bit. I don't think I should have done that. Hold on. Guys, this is why I'm actually fine. If a little bit sticks here, but I don't like that. We're going to leave it alone. Whatever gold stays from what I wiped off stays. But I'm trying to get it all off. thought that might look good, but it looks terrible. Don't know until you try. Don't know until you try. Okay, that's much better. So I think my finger is bleeding again, so I'm going to have to go because this is disgusting. And I'm going to cover this up. There's a little bit of gold sheen in there, which is kind of cool. I don't mind that. I don't mind the sparkles at all. But yeah, we're going to keep this. Got another rhinestones floating around. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I have to put it back in here because I don't want to lose the screw that goes with it. And then I'm going to have to flip this whole thing over and punch it through, hopefully as exact as I can. I just knocked that off. So yeah, this is a point where I need to let this one move because I'm moving everything. These rhinestones. Okay, so this is where I have to let everything go. And I think... oh God, this is still getting crooked. Sometimes you just have to wait for this glue to set a little bit. But man, don't be so obnoxious with me. Okay. Okay. See? Bad behavior. This is, you know, part of the game we play. Alright, so I'm going to let this just set up. I don't see anything out of line now. So I'm going to let both of these sit here. And then go fix my finger, go fix my dinner, and come back later in the morning. I hope you guys have a good one. I will be back in a flash to finish this up. Okay, guys, we're just about there. I'm getting excited. This is my favorite view of the side. It just, to me, looks so pretty. So I added some feet, and I did something out of my use. So instead of using the wooden dolls with the rhinestones, I found these in my stash. These are from Amazon, and I will add them to my list. These are like 5 to 7 years old, so I don't know if they still sell them, but I think I've seen them on there. But they're bronze feet, and they have these little gold highlights on them, and I was like, it just goes so perfectly, and without being too much. So I took those, and it comes with a bag of screws, and I put this here. So then not saying I'm completely even here, but I just used a regular screwdriver. I didn't need a drill or anything. You just have to put a little muscle into it. And then I screwed these all in here. And then once they were on, I decided to add a little bit of gold, Inca gold, just to highlight some of the gold a little bit more. Okay? And then the sides, you know, are all done with the rhinestones. And I'm just really happy with it. Uh-oh, somebody's crooked here. So, this is wonky. Okay, this is coming off, I think. Is this the one I just put down? Okay, gotta redo this guy. You know, this is what happens come back and look at it and think, what happened to you? Let me get my cutters. I feel like I keep putting stuff away and then I have to go back and pull it back out again. All right. So right here, I'm gonna peel off any extra glue. It's not too bad, actually. And then let me go get my glue again. I need to I'm going to start keeping my B7000 right here. I keep getting up every time I need it. It's kind of silly with the amount that I use it. All right. And get this tip on again. Man, oh man. All right. So this is the next morning from my last clip. I thought I was going to get this done last night. Joke was on me. But I got to let all the stickles dry that I used in between the tiles as a grout. And all the rhinestone glue. And actually all the chain too. But now I'm redoing it, so it's much better. Nobody said I was perfect. I just think this is so pretty, though. Alright, so I'm going to leave that alone. And I just glued this one down. And it's having some issues. Well, I guess we're okay. Alright, set this aside. Now, the handle. Alright, the great debate. Okay, so, here's what we're going to do. Let me tell you, I chose the white one. But I didn't like it being so bright. It was very obnoxious when you're looking from the angle of the side of the box and the top of the box. It was just too much. But I decided I was going to paint it gold. Duh, gold. But I don't like this either. And the one thing I was afraid to, and I knew this was going to happen, but I wanted to just see what it would look like. Is, you know, it's really got, like, it's hammered, like old world. And so we're going to do a color to try and match. Now, don't freak out, because it won't, I don't think it'll get lost on here on the top, because I'm going to add Inca Gold to it. But I want to try and match this color. So the best way I know to do that is my friend Kathy at Royal Funky Junk has a mixture that she uses, and I don't know the exact colors or brand. But it's basically black and bronze, but I have pearl copper gold, and I've done this mixture before. And there we go. The problem when I mix is that I always make enough for like an army. So this still could be a little darker. So I'll go ahead and add some more black to it. Probably too much. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Nope, it's perfect. Okay, so I mean, if you look at the dark color in here, that's pretty much what I got going on here. I just want to finish blending it. So the feet and the handle will match. How's that? Sounds good to me. I may leave this part, I may leave gold. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know how many coats we may need or not need on here. This is not the best brush for the job, but it'll do. So I almost went and looked for another handle, but I was like, nope. Already went through everything. Already went down to the 2 I wanted. I could not make up my mind. So I did my live, and then I got some feedback, which thank you guys. It was so helpful. And then I went into the debate of, well, do I paint the long one like a creamy white? But the more I was looking at this being in white, I'm like, God, it's so beautiful. I hated to touch it because it was so beautiful just as it was. But, I mean, I had to. I just had to. Just see if I missed anywhere around here. All right. So, but I think when I put the gold on, it's going to look really cool. All right, now I need to answer my question that I asked myself. Do I want to leave this gold? I think I do. I think I'm going to leave it gold. I wonder... I could do gold with the pink Inca gold like we did on the corners here. All right, so I'm going to, oh, I might need a second coat. Darn it, why did I just do that? All right, I'll set it here. Talking to myself. All right, let me go get this dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so, I dried this, and I'm actually trying to take off some of the paint with it has the gold underneath to get that weathered look, and I want to see if I still need to add Inca gold, because this is looking really cool. Don't you think? I think. It's much more natural than if I put the rub and buff on it. It's like the reverse idea. But because I had the gold underneath, it's working. And I think that's enough. I think that's really pretty. So let's see. I like it because it's subtle, but the gold still is highlighted. And then we'll put this on the top. going to be really pretty. And like I said, the issue I was having, and I don't want to mess with this too much because of the bead chain that I just put on, but the issue that I was having was I can't get both in here, oh my, was, Molly, was having this and this not compete with each other when the lid's on the box. And that was where my biggest struggle was with the white. Because when they looked at it just from the top down, it was perfect. It was beautiful. But I think I'm going to do that. So basically the box is done. Now, this comes with a screw. And it's really big, and it doesn't have a point on the end, which it's used for cabinets, and they have pre-drilled holes. So that's what's going to happen, is I'm going to have to center this and then mark it. Actually, I'm going to have to do it from in here to find where I want it. That looks good to me. And then put a mark there. Oh, poop. The paint came through the hole on the thing. Oh my gosh. It only happens to me. Okay, I can still see this really needs to dry. Okay. I can still see my mark here. But I need something clean. I'm not going to touch it down. I'm going to double check that before I drill it. So that's it, guys. That's this project. Any questions, comments, anything, please feel free to leave them. And I will be back with a new project soon. I don't know when, and I have some other projects I need to get done because my son's getting married. And I have some card boxes and flower grow baskets to make, and they're too big for me to work on my desk. And it is supposed to be very rainy this whole weekend. Plus, we have plans. So, I'll be back when I can. I'm trying for once a week, but it might be every week and a half now. Or, I try my best. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And the photo of the finished product will be right after this. Bye!